The treasury of the National Bank of Ukraine was opened in 1995. More than half of the exhibits consist of handmade jewelry, weapons, and golden and silver tableware wound up in the National Bank via pawn shops and dealers of precious metals. People would bring valuable scrap for melting, often without realizing its true value. The main part of our exposition, 60%, is collected from what came as scrap. Gold of the population was bought by territorial branches of the National Bank, by pawn shops, confiscations from customs. All of this came to us for melting to form the gold reserve of Ukraine. Part of the collection are gifts. One of the first visitors to the museum was the famous collector Baron Edward Falzfein. He was delighted with the exposition and presented a set of commemorative medals with portraits of the Prince of Liechtenstein. Baron Edward Falzfein is a relative of Friedrich Falzfein, on whose estate our first biosphere reserve, Askania Nova, was founded in the Kherson Oblast. Baron Edward himself was taken abroad in 1917 and spent all of his life in Europe, but he did not forget his roots. A quarter of the treasury items are exhibits purchased from collectors. There is a silver dish from the year 1899, crafted in Lviv by the Polish master Dorholm, commissioned by Andriy Sheptytsky. There is also a unique rifle made by the famous Viennese master Marcus Zollner in the 18th century, and a porcelain cup decorated with silver from the collection of the Italian company Capodimonte. There are not many such items left in the world. Sometimes Italians visit us. It is very amusing to observe them. Some of them are sad and say that this object should be in their own homeland. Others say what a delight it is to see a piece of their home here, in a foreign land. A separate stand is dedicated to minerals mined in Ukraine. Unique Volyn topazes are the highlight of the collection. Here we have 9 stones of different shades. But what is very interesting, I want to emphasize, is that in the Volyn deposit, there are very large polychrome crystals. There are several shades at the same time. The doors of the Treasury Museum are open to guests free of charge. A visit to our exposition is available. For this, citizens must gather in an organized group, no more than 20 people, and write a letter to the National Bank. Later, our staff will contact them and offer dates available for visiting. An unforgettable tour of the Museum of Money of the National Bank lasts about 90 minutes. In addition to unique historical exhibits, you can see how the gold and currency collections of central banks of the world look.